Hey guys, welcome back to Harley Creativity. So today we are going to learn a new chapter that's Lifelines of National Economy. Keep watching and the rest of chapters, life process and light will be coming soon. So keep tuned. Now, lifelines of national economy. Class 10 learn geography. So from geography, this chapter is the last chapter, chapter 7. This is a very important chapter. That's why I'm taking it first. Now let's start with lifelines of national economy. Now with this topic, you can understand they're talking about India's economy. Yes, they are talking about India's economy. Not only India's economy, you can even develop other countries by taking this concept. From this concept means that any economic, any transportation, anything you need, the most important term is transportation. Transportation means when you have transportation, economic of any country increases. So that means communication and transportation are the two things which is very important for any country. Why is it important? We'll understand by these. So the first thing, what is this transportation they're talking about? Okay, transportation is just from one place to another, something like that, blah blah blah. But no, we have transportation in three ways. The first one is land. In land, we have three things, three ways of transportation. That is roadways, railways, and pipelines. In chapter, the first topic that they have given this diagram. That means it's damn very important, right? Yes, it's very important. So guys, it's important. Now let's go to the second part. Now we are talking about land. Land is of three types: roadways, railways, and pipelines. Okay, now let's go to water. Now water, there are two types of water transportation. One is inland and one is overseas. Inland means inside the state or inside the country, right? Okay, but overseas means over, that means outside the countries they're talking about is overseas. Now we have air. What is this air? There are two types. In aeroplanes, I think you have gone through aeroplanes outside the country, or inside your country itself you have gone outside. So for example, in India, you're going to Jammu and Kashmir. That means from state to state you're going. From Kerala to Jammu and Kashmir, if you're going, that means it's domestic airways. But whereas when you're going to UK or London, like that, places, it is always from international airways. In domestic airways, there are two types. One is public, one is private airlines. Public undertaking means from public. That means from everyone around this state goes together in one plane. Okay, this private airlines means they have their own private type of aeroplane. Yes, guys. So next we are going to learn what is advantage of transportation. Transportation. Oh yeah, advantages. Let's talk about advantages now. Transportation. What is transportation? Transportation. Yes. What is transportation and what is the advantage of transportation? Transportation is a the modern means of transportation and communication serve as a lifeline of nation. The first chapter's name only we understood that. From this line we understood that lifeline of nation means lifeline of national economy. So transport and communication are the two things that is very important for any economical region for a country or a nation. Now In transportation, it helps in easy transportation of people and material from one place to another. Yes, it does. For example, Amazon come to your area. How does it come? From transportation itself, right? Next, that it supply the consumer goods and to the market and consumers rapidly. It does gives consumers goods, and as well it uh, and consumers rapidly. Okay, they're helpful in many ways too. Now the third is that at times of war or any natural calamities, these transportation is very necessary. Okay, and the fourth important thing is that they're equally important for the defense and the security of the country. So defense and security of the country. So for defense you need, obviously you need transportation, and security also you need transportation. Now, pace of development depends upon the production of goods and services as well as movement over the space. So because of from one place to another, one place to another, one place to another, you always need transportation. These are the advantages of transportation. Now, in means of transportation, first itself I said there are three types: land, water, air. In land, water are the roadways, railways, and pipelines. In water, water are the Indian or overseas. In air, water are the domestic airways and international airways. And in domestic airways, we have two types. What is it? Public undertaking and private airlines. Now we have land. Okay, land means what? Roadways. Roadways means what? Roadways is actually in India. We are talking about India, okay, nowhere else. In India, sorry. In India, one of the largest road network in the world is about 2.3 million kilometer at present. So till now it is 2.3. It can get more or it can even become less. We don't know. So indicates the growth transferred as the most important mode of transportation. It is very important. Okay, it's a very important transportation mode of transportation. Now, we always say that roadways is much more better than railways. Why don't we take railways here? In India, railways is much less than roadways. Why do we say that? Because see, these roadways are very easy to construct, as well as they have less construction. They are less expensive. So construction cost of roads is much lower than construction cost of railway lines. Now it can be built in any difficult terrains too. Roadways can built in anywhere. Even in mountains of Himalaya also roads are there. But whereas railways are not seen. Why do it not seen? Because it's very hard to construct them in the gradients of slopes such as transverse mountains such as Himalayas. It's very hard to build. Okay. Now road transport is economically in a transportation of few person and relatively small amount of goods over distance of time. Over small distance of time. Short distance. Over short distance of time, people and goods are supplied in short distance. Now, it actually provides door-to-door services too. Yes, it does. From Amazon, like Amazon, they come to our house and they give our delivery. Why? From door to door, because they are coming from transportation, from road itself, from one road to another road, and they'll give you supplies in your hand itself. So that means door to door, house to house, or a factory to house. So road transportation is also used as feeder to other mode of transport. They provide a link between railway station, air and seaport. That means if you want to go to railway stations or if you want to go to aeroplanes, obviously you have to take you have to come from road itself. It's a link between them, right? uh, like if you have a flight at 7 o'clock, you will be coming from walking, or you'll uh, come from road. For walking also, you will be needing road itself, right? So yeah, so it's very easy for uh, feeder. It is also used as a feeder mode of transportation to other transportation also. Now that the railways lines cannot be laid over the country. Why cannot they be laid over the country? Because mountain areas, when the village connect with the road, the job of transporting the village becomes easy. Because in mountain areas, these railways are not provided. So what do the village people do? Uh, they can transport to the roads. Now, in according to the capacity, we divide road into 6 categories. First is golden quadrilateral superhighway, second is national highway, state highway, and district road, village road or other road, and the sixth one is border road. Now we learn all about this in next class. Thank you guys. Subscribe and share.